Before we get started with presenting the 2015 MIA Natural Stone Craftsman of the Year Award, we'd like to thank our two sponsors, Polycor and Texas Stone Quarries. If you've ever wondered why Rugo Stone of Lorton, Virginia, is one of the stone industry's most decorated companies when it comes to winning awards, you can start by looking at the team assembled by the veteran Rugo. In the early 1990s, Rugo began talking with a rising superstar, Regis Studeni.
I'd heard a lot about him. I'd heard he was a good marble mason, good interior man, and I was looking for a foreman-level guy that could run interior work without a lot of babysitting.
Rugo hired him in 1993 and was thrilled with the results.
Very thorough, very good layout. He's tough on the men, but also fair. Pretty good with the client, and soon I realized that clients preferred him, and one job after next, people requested him as part of our proposal. So he became a great asset for sales and procurement on new work because he runs a good tight ship and he does expert work, and people liked working with him. So it was a really good marriage for many, many years.
Regis is still at it for Rugo Stone today. After working with his hands for 40 years, he retired for a couple of years, then returned to Rugo Stone in 2014 as a project manager on a large hotel project.
I think it's a benefit for all the younger people, and the clients have certainly enjoyed it, and I personally sleep better knowing that he's handling a very big opportunity for us.
Rugo used Regis's return to work as an opportunity to nominate him for the 2015 MIA Craftsman of the Year Award. And he won the coveted award, becoming the second Rugo team member to receive Craftsman of the Year honors. Regis J. Studeni Jr. was born and raised in the Lawrenceville area of Pittsburgh.
Father was more of an electrician, custodian type. I had an uncle in the trade, stonemason. And then it came time after high school, no special training. So Mother asked me either go with Uncle Bob down to DC, do a little stonework, or go to Ohio, do aluminum siding. So I wound up going with Uncle Bob. And that's basically how I got started in the stone trade.
Working with Uncle Bob as a laborer for Georgia Marble was tough love.
It's like working for my father, man. You can never do right. He was always beating you to do right. I mean, so he picked on me for everything, to make sure it was done right. So after a year with Uncle Bob, so I had a lot of basic training behind me of doing things right. Make sure you do it right.
After a year, Georgia Marble offered him an apprenticeship. Uncle Bob's words always resonated with him as he moved on to the next step in a career in the stone industry. He was an eager learner.
They give you a few solutions to make you think. So at that young age, they're teaching you, the older guys were teaching you to think for yourself. They wouldn't give you an answer. They make you come up with the answer first, or come up with an answer and let you know if you're right or wrong, or fine-tune it for you a little bit. But it's the older guys that taught you to make you think. The old-timers, they watched out, so I guess maybe they saw something in me and took me underneath the wing and helped me out.
As he became more experienced, he returned the favor.
Yeah, I play that teacher all the time. They'll ask the question, I says, I ain't gonna answer you right now. I gotta force you to think. You gotta learn to think for yourself a little bit. Yeah, so I tell you everything, you're not gonna learn nothing. Yeah, you make that minor mistake, I'm not gonna let you make that big mistake.
Regis says that the training impacts both him and his students in terms of reputation as they move from job to job.
If you go to another job, and then I tell them, they say you come from Rugo, from Reggie, they know you're going to know something. So I says, my reputation is on the line with yours. So if you leave this job looking dumb, this does not make me look good. Yeah.
For after 40 years, Regis has done it all. In his letter nominating the native Pennsylvanian, Rugo said, his stone skill is excellent, but what separates Regis from so many other foremen is his depth of knowledge of each job's stone types and their limits, and his ability to provide a constant on-site leadership presence. The list of projects on which Regis has worked, and for which both he and Rugo have won awards, reads like a who's who of great stone projects in the Washington, D.C. area. Rugo says that in an era when most people are satisfied with mediocrity, Regis has stood out in the Washington, D.C. market as a true craftsman for 40 years, and he's constantly stressing excellence and accountability.
I tell them you sign your name to a job. In other words, anything you do, you sign your name to it. Now, it's quality work, and if that's the best you got, then we can see what we can work on, doing you much better. Just being precise, good quality, and if you ain't gonna sign your name to it, then you're not here. My philosophy is want to make you better, want to get you that next step up, because your reputation carries you.
Regis says that with today's stone industry labor pool, training by old-timers is more important than ever.
The talent is not there. They're coming in figuring it's nice and easy, steady work. The quality is not there anymore. So that's why you spend more time trying to teach you guys to get that quality back, because that's part of my pet peeves is if you can't cut it, if you can't put your name on that, you're gone. It feels really good. It puts me at the top of the line. I've accomplished a lot. From really coming from nothing to where I'm at today. That really makes you guys feel really proud that you've been acknowledged and I've done some good things. So in a world like this, just love it.
Congratulations to Regis Studeni, MIA's 2015 Natural Stone Craftsman of the Year.